Alrighty, it looks like we got base and Renaissance to start the week. What's happening here? Draw, Swashbuckler, Scholar, Smithy, Villages. We got Mountain Village and Citadel. Trashing, we got Moneylender, Remodel, Ducat, Sewers. One or two, and I wouldn't really consider Ducat trashing because you're just replacing a copper with a slightly fancier copper. But here, Ducat paired with Sewers could be net thinning. And then Ducat is plus buy. There's also remodel for gains. Seems that in general you want to play a bunch of mountain villages and some draw cards. Probably remodel at the end of the turn. Merchant seems decent. I think the biggest question is how to open. There's a lot of ways to get thin here. I got the 4-3 split. I don't think I love remodel plus sewers in the opening. That would look a lot better, I think, if there were any decent twos. Because like you imagine a hand of remodel estate 3 coppers, you remodel the estate, you trash a copper off of sewers. You're not doing anything else with that turn. Ducat says it costs 2, but I would think of this as functionally costing 3 because you have to spend 2 and leave a copper back in your hand to be trashed. I guess a potential upside of remodel sewers could be remodel 1 card into a Ducat, trash a copper, trash the other 2 cards from your hand. That might be a decent argument for remodel sewers, would be intending to gain a Ducat, and then you trash 3 total cards. You could also just do Moneylender sewers. That gives you a decent shot of hitting 5 and trashing an estate. Could just be sewers turn 1, Ducat turn 2, kill an estate immediately. Could always be something like remodel silver, and then depending on your shuffle, maybe you buy sewers turn 3, and that, like if you didn't see remodel turn 3, but then you also got something else into the shuffle. I don't know. What's my goal after all of this? I don't think hitting 5 is that important, to be frank. I mean, like I'd rather a Swashbuckler than a Smithy. Swashbuckler pairs kind of nicely with Ducat because you can bank up some coffers off of Ducat, and then you only have to activate Swashbuckler like once to get the treasure chest. The way this works, like supposing you already had 4 coffers from Ducat, you play Swashbuckler, you still have to meet this condition that if your discard pile has any cards in it, at least once, because it only checks if you have 4 coffers if you met the prerequisite condition of having a card in your discard. So you have to do it at least once. But like supposing you gained a bunch of coffers off of some other means, then the first time you do this, you're going to get the treasure chest, which seems decent here. Gold is a good target for remodel. So I think the existence of Swashbuckler makes me want Ducat on the earlier side. But like I don't think you really need to get to Swashbuckler ASAP. Smithy is just a Swashbuckler with a slightly less upside. So hitting 4 for a bit seems fine. It's pushed me back in the direction of remodel and away from Moneylender. Remodel is better at getting 4s because you turn estates into 4s. Moneylender is better at getting you to 5. I don't know what I want. I think I'm going to take remodel silver. Very low confidence in that answer. But 5, that's interesting. What do I do about that? I was planning if I didn't see remodel turn 3 to buy sewers. Maybe that's still correct. Given I've got 5, if you consider Swashbuckler or Scholar this turn, provided my remodel doesn't bottom deck, I can remodel an estate into a mountain village. I think I'll go ahead and take a Swashbuckler now. Bottom deck 2 estates. This is lovely. I'm expecting to hit a very low number this turn. Maybe just one more village. Well, despite having an excess of villages relative to terminals, I still managed to find Swashbuckler with no village and draw the remodeled dead. At least next turn will be nice, because the mountain villages can pick these back up. I probably need sewers at some point. Like that. Swashbuckler. Remodel. If I had an estate in hand, I would remodel that first, I think, to put a mountain village into the discard. But they're hiding. Go ahead and trash a copper. Duck it. Trash another copper. Trash another copper. And a merchant. These draws leave something to be desired. Where are all the cards? I guess I want to put second Swashbuckler now. I can activate one of these at the very least. At the cost of not playing the merchant, which I don't think it's a big cost, if I remodel an estate into something, and then just play the Swashbuckler directly, I will get a coffer. I'm getting places. I actually don't want to get too thin. If your deck is too thin, it's actually kind of hard to activate Swashbuckler because you don't have enough cards left to draw before triggering a shuffle. Maybe just another villager, merchant, or remodel. Take a second, remodel. I really want to find village plus remodel plus Swashbuckler release. This is a lovely hand. Things are looking up a little bit more. So I want to remodel something here. I guess I'll just turn this copper into a ducat. Feels a little bit like a waste, not getting to activate the ducat effect, let alone the sewers effect off of the ducat. But I value the ducats, at least for the moment, and I value the merchant. Unfortunately, did not find the second Swashbuckler in time. If I had drawn it there, I could have gotten treasure chest this turn. It was just one too low. Do I want to kill last copper? Probably. One more village. Another merchant. Could be vassal. I think it's mostly actions at this point. I think merchant still seems a little bit more convenient. This hand does not seem great. But maybe we're getting somewhere. Draw a Swashbuckler? Never mind, this hand is just fine. More of these. Got the treasure chest. The bot is close to taking it back. I find in situations where like you pull the treasure chest and then the opponent's not going for it, is nowhere close, then there's no real disadvantage to immediately burning all the coffers. Here, if I spent all my coffers, I might be out of a treasure chest for a hot second. What am I doing with this remodel? I'm thinking turn the Swashbuckler into a gold and draw it. My deck is thin enough to not need two Swashbucklers at the moment. Or maybe a villain, get in an attack. Now we'll take Citadel. Question mark. Citadel's really good. Is that what I need at the moment, though? Yeah, I think I'm fine. Taking Citadel now. This is just enough coffers that I'm a little worried about spending them here, because I have one swashbuckler. If I go down to 3 coffers, then if they take treasure chest, I can take it back next turn. But if I go down to 2 coffers, that becomes less true. It's still possible. I think I'm going to take another merchant. In order to get it back, so the bot just doesn't take it in the first place. I'd have to play a villain first and then play swashbuckler. Looks like I would have been able to do that. Definitely want to remodel something. Probably just gold in the province here. Activate that. Given that I've got a points lead, I think it makes sense to mill the provinces. Okay. Merchant and swashbuckler. Be Ducat and swashbuckler. I only got the 1 buy. I don't really need 3 buys though. I'm not making that much money. Could just be another province. I think I want a second draw card. I don't love that I've only got 1 in my entire deck. Maybe Scholar is better. If I plan on playing Villain or Remodel before playing a draw card, Scholar draws me more total cards. Let's try a Scholar. I don't think the game's going to last long enough for 1 merchant to be worth 3 coffers. I have to play it 3 times before I even made the money back. Maybe I'm just passing here. I don't know, I'm facing a lot of indecision this game. Feels like things are working out fine. Okay, bot's keeping pace. Oh, is this gonna work? This might not work. So if I play Merchant, exactly 3 cards left on the discard, and then I could remodel something, play Swashbuckler, get the coffers. But then I'm out of actions my turn ends. If I play Mountain Village first and then play Merchant, there's only 2 cards left, and then the Swashbuckler is not going to activate. I think I care about playing with remodels more than I care about getting the 1 extra coffer. So I can do 2 real provinces here. I could mill a 3rd province, but then that would lose to double province. So that seems foolish. So what am I trying to do then? The bot? Maybe you could do 3 provinces as 1 remodel. Has a decent chunk of coffers. I don't know if it's getting to 16 or not. I think it makes sense to leave provinces at 4. If I take a second gold, then I'm definitely threatening to do 3 provinces next turn, which means if the bot takes any provinces, I would win. Yeah. Think I'm fine killing a mountain village here? Decisions. How many merchants have I played? I doubled merchant at the start of the turn, so 1, 2, 3, 4 merchants. So the silver is worth 6. What happens if I remodel province into province twice and just buy 2 provinces? I have enough money for that. I'll be up by just under 2 provinces with 1 province left. That would lose to province double duchy, which sounds doable, so that doesn't sound good. And I think I'm just 1 coin short of doing a true triple province, right? Because if I trash the gold, I end up with 15 money. I guess I could do remodel Mountain Village into gold, draw it, remodel gold in the province, and then buy 2 provinces. That puts me up by 3 provinces, and that only loses to double province, double duchy, which I don't think the bot can do. That's probably fine. What I really wanted to do was remodel gold in the province, remodel province in the province, buy 2 provinces. I'm just shy of that. Maybe I'd rather that be a merchant. I only need the 1 extra money. I think gold is fine. The upside of turning it into a gold is it saves a few coffers. The downside of gold is you don't see it in your starting hand, whereas a merchant's starting hand is pretty fine. Yeah, I have trouble saying too much with confidence about this kingdom. I think every single card in the kingdom looks potentially playable. I didn't touch Moneylender. I do think Remodel looks a little bit better here, but I don't think Moneylender is ridiculous. Vassal, I thought just looked slightly inferior to Merchant, but again, still looks pretty reasonable. Smithy would make sense if I didn't hit 5 early. Like, I didn't really plan on getting the Swashbuckler immediately. I just happened to draw 5 coppers. I think the remodel opening, in all likelihood, gets a Smithy for its first draw card, just because it's easier to get a Smithy than to hit 5. So everything here looks potentially viable. I think the most important card is Mountain Village, just because you need villages, and it's the only stack of villages. But aside from that, I think you get a lot of flexibility in how you trash, how you draw, etc. Don't know if I manage my resources quite optimally, but it seems like it worked out okay.